Welcome to this shortwave radio channel, and this is tips and tricks, or basically radio tips number 28 for the we are April 4th today, Thursday, April 4th, and of course today's tip goes with a very simple fact that people are relying too much on other people helping them search for information about stations, and not enough doing a search by themselves to try to find what could be the station they're listening to. Now, I've talked to you guys about the resources for international broadcasts like EIBI Space, short-wave.info. There's, of course, tons of pages of different utilities and pirates and so on. But apart from that, there are also other types of signals that you don't really know where to search for. And this is where Google is extremely important, because if you know how to search, you will have some information about what you're listening. I would say that 95% of everything that I search on Google, when I don't know what it is, I get a page or I get some website that actually talks about what that could be. Even for the most mysterious stuff, like, pesquise or people talking, or sometimes it's a Mars network and you don't know, you're wondering what it is. So I'll give you a couple of examples here in how I search with Google to find out what I am listening to. So let's say that I am listening to a station on 6501 kilohertz upper sideband, and it seems to be some kind of weather broadcast, but I don't know where it comes from. Of course, the time will help, because sometimes one frequency might have several broadcasts. So here, I will simply go and put 6501 kilohertz upper sideband USB, and then put weather shortwave. So that kind of brings it down to, okay, the frequency, the mode, the type of information I'm hearing in shortwave. Now, sometimes you don't have that type of information. A Mars network, for example, it could be just chit-chat. Then just put the frequency and upper sideband or whatever mode you're listening to, put shortwave at the end, and see what you can hear. Press enter, and of course look at what you have as a result. First website that shows up, the US Coast Guard HF Voice, National Weather Service, NOAA. And here you've got, in the search description here, you can see 6501 is one of them that's showing up here. So you can actually click on that website and have the information about the broadcast that you're listening to and where it could come from. And you got here a list. So here you've got schedules for HF broadcasts. If I was listening to 6501 at, say, 0330, well, oh, okay, this is, Chesapeake, Virginia broadcast, and so on. So, you get a lot of information by just doing this. Another example, maybe you're hearing something. Let me just check it out. Okay, so you're hearing something on 11253 kilohertz USB, and you don't know what it is, and you just type shortwave, and you press enter, and you will see that there are videos here. UK Royal Air Force, hey, from my channel. 11253 kilohertz upper sideband, UK Royal Air Force vomit, RAF vomit. So you know that there's actually that. And of course it brings you to websites at when you search for these things. So there's a lot of stuff you can actually listen in and find the information you need simply by Googling it correctly. Frequency, kilohertz, and it's important to put kilohertz, because 11253 could be many things. It could be a model number for, some kind of device. It could mean something in some other types of hobby or of, whatever. It could, 11253 on its own doesn't mean anything. When you add the kilohertz to it, now it tells Google, okay, 11253 is a frequency. And of course, by adding shortwave, tells you we're actually pinning it down to, oh, it's in the shortwave spectrum. And the USB also adds more information. It tells oh, this is also upper sideband. So, by doing this, you'll get more information about what you might be listening to. And you don't know. If you do a pirate 6925 kilohertz shortwave and just press enter, well, you might actually have information, and now you will have station, shortwave pirate, PV radio pirate, underdog pirate, and lots of pirate information here, HF Underground website. Oh, look at that. Maybe I am listening to a pirate. It's not impossible. That's part of what you could be listening. Of course, mode is important. If you type LSB, for example, you might be here. There's a pirates, but you might have other types of information showing up depending on what you're listening to. So, of course, you'll have unknown frequencies, pirates and pesquies and all sorts of things show up. But whatever you search for, you will find by doing a Google search. It's very important, and I see a lot of people in the different groups that actually rely way too much on people helping them. I have no problem with that when it's difficult. Sometimes you do need to have someone helping them, but it's way too easy to just go on a place on a forum and say, "Oh, I'm listening to something on 6900. What is it?" Do the search. Learn to search, and you'll see that you'll have to rely a lot less on whatever resource on the web that you won't have to annoy everybody with what's on 6100 at this time, and especially because a lot of them don't post a lot of information about all the details. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and hope you liked our little tip number 28.